Thank you so much for the visit. I enjoyed so much. The last visits have proven wonderful. I got the show dog. I wanted to thank you for that. And my students have been doing very well.
We are appreciating all of your appreciation. All of your appreciation. But it's time for you to begin saying, I appreciate my own clarity. I appreciate my own point of attraction. I appreciate the effort that I've made in lining myself up with my own desire.
Yes.
Because there is not an arbitrator who is working on your behalf and pulling any strings. In other words, that almost sounds like, well, I did all the wrong things, but thanks to your efforts on my behalf, Abraham, I was able to receive some of what I'm wanting. And we're really wanting to get it all out here in the open, that we do not have any special strings that we can pull for anyone. This is your doing, and it's time for you to start patting yourself on the back about it.
Yes, I agree. It's
Good,
almost...
now get out.
Okay, here's my question.
Yes.
I want to know about this attraction thing. I fell in love with a guy, and I mean, what is the attraction about? Because it is right in a sense for me. It's fun to talk to him, and it's not right in many respects from his side. And I really want to know, first of all, where my attraction is coming from, so I can move out of it.
Let's start in another place. You heard us talking earlier about the radio signals that have to line up. So if someone comes to you, then it is a match to your vibration. And that's the first thing that you've got to say.
Yes.
Rather than saying, it's right for me, but it's not right for him, we want you to say, this lined up for a reason. So what is it that is steadily happening in my vibration that keeps me from attracting someone who is available to come to me?
Yes.
It's easy to tell you what it is. It's that you keep focusing upon the fact that this one is not available to come to you. In other words, it's just a big part of your vibration. And it didn't just start with this one, did it?
No.
Now, you began by saying you attracted the perfect show dog. Is that what you said?
Yes.
So this is not different.
Well, I agree, yes.
So tell us how you got this perfect show dog. Write all of this down. It's a relationship seminar.
Well, I have been showing dogs since about 11 years, and I had dogs, but I was not winning with them.
Yes,
and
sound familiar?
Yes, and I asked...
Sort of...
I asked what I had to do to win with my dogs.
Yes.
And the answer was get the perfect show dog, so I did.
So you said, how can I get my dogs to win?
Yes.
And we said, get a show dog who can win. So now what is the question that is on the table?
Getting the perfect partner, getting the best partner for me.
You knew what you were looking for in the show dog, didn't
you? Yes.
In other words, you'd had enough trial and error. You had enough losing dogs
right.
to know what a winning dog was. Yes?
Yes, absolutely true. Absolutely true.
And so through trial and error, you just lined up your energy. But the difference with the dogs and with the mates is you believed in your ability to get the winning dog, and you don't believe in your ability to get the winning mate.
Well, unfortunately, I'm still going through my divorce right now, and I have these things.
That's all right, but you're beating the drum of that. In other words, you can't keep beating the drum of that. You've just got to clean it up. But here's the thing we want you to hear.
Right.
You're just going to clean it up a little bit at a time, just by reaching for thoughts that feel better. We could talk for an hour or more here today, and not much would happen in your vibration, except we would all have a very good time together.
Yes.
But knowing what you know, having just lived through this transformation relative to the dogs, you know what it feels like when it clicks into place. In other words, you knew long before that dog won its first show, you knew what you had, didn't you?
Yes.
You knew when you first laid eyes on this dog, or nearly so, didn't you? And so what we're saying to you is your inner resources are letting you know what lines up with what you're looking for and what doesn't.
I wasn't even looking for the dog. I mean, I just took my attention off it, and then when it was offered to me, I mean, I started to think about it, and it just went click.
Well, it's the same way with mates. Once you get your attention off what is not working, your vibration will change, and then you will be able to let in something that is a match. And when it starts to come in, when the doors begin to open, then what you must do is not take score too soon. What's really at the heart of success in all of this is getting into a more trusting place. You have to trust law of attraction.
Yes.
And more of you are getting so you're doing that because you're seeing the evidence of that. Most importantly, you have to begin to trust in your ability for good things to happen. And this takes a little bit of work because for whatever reason, many of you have been convinced that you are unworthy climbing to worthiness. And what we are wanting you to hear is that you are already worthy, peeling off the onion layers of unworthiness, you see. And so in the same way that this magnificent beast has come to you, a magnificent partner will too. And we would keep coupling like that. In other words, people are laughing as we are comparing the two, but really
there's no difference.
They are very close comparisons because think about it. In both cases, it's something that you really want. In both cases, it's something that you've been working toward for a very long time. In both cases, it's something that you thought about a great deal, and in both cases, it is something that you were taking score about what is. People do this all the time. They parade their mates around as if they are show dogs, really, seeking approval from those who are around them. In other words, look, he can jump through this hoop, he buys me Valentine's gifts. Look, he can jump through this hoop, he takes me on cruises. Look, he can jump through this hoop, he has plenty of money. And it really is not so different. You have these criteria stacked up of what you are looking for, and you are constantly seeking for feedback from those who are observing you. It's like every day you're going to another show and getting some reward or not reward for it. And you just got to stop doing that, especially relative to relationships. You've got to start saying, it does not matter what anybody else thinks. It does not even matter what I have ever wanted. What I have ever wanted relative to relationships is really not so important right now as where I am in relationship to where I want to be. There are many, many, many potentially gratifying experiences that are so close to you that it is stunning that you are not experiencing more of them. But because of your old habits of scrutinizing things from old basis of criteria, you don't let yourself relax and open to what you now want. Are you hearing this? You are different today than you were with the last relationship, and very different from the relationship before.
Yes.
And you're a very different person. And so you have to trust that the universe knows who you have become and knows what matches who you have become. And now you want to steadily vibrate in harmony with who you have become, not with who you once were.
Right.
So you can't replay in your mind anything that happened with past relationships without taking yourself to that former person. And then that former person, which is who you're vibrating as now, doesn't match with the desire that you've grown to, so you've created your own crevasse between who you were and who you are temporarily being and who you really now are.
Right.
That was good. Did you get that?
Oh, yeah. I feel I'm still unfolding out of my past.
So maybe what you're saying is, since I'm still unfolding, maybe I don't want to get cooked in the squat with someone.
Well, I couldn't because I'm still.
That's Jerry's old saying. He talks about
still finding my way.
Biscuits that are not rising, but they're cooking faster than they're rising. They get cooked in the squat, you see. And so maybe you are still in the process of unfolding, and and maybe that's what you're worried about too. You are evolving, and you're not sure you want to attract someone who matches you now because you're getting better every day, better every day, better every day. But they can evolve with you.
Sure. But on the other hand, I also want to know what words of wisdom or advice I can give him to help him, because I don't know if he would be just open to give him an Abraham CD, if he would listen to it. He has so much rage, in a sense.
Now, when you think about this person as a partner, does this person and what you predominantly feel about this person feel like the match to what you are looking for?
I really don't know.
You see, we think that you are in the place that so many are. You say, something is better than nothing. And what we say to you is, the perfect one is the one you want. The one who's perfect for you is what you're looking for. In other words, we would give this some time.
Sure.
And we wouldn't try too hard to make this be the one.
Right. But, it's fun to talk to him. We have great times talking, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Certainly not.
Exactly. And I think I can also help him uplift,
There's no doubt about that, and we think that is the reason that you've come together. We think you've come in answer to something that he is looking for.
Yeah.
We think you are his answer for now. We do not think he is your answer.
Well, I'm helping so many people that it makes me happy.
Yes, that's who you are. You can have it all. You get to decide what you want, and the universe will bring it to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what in my fun conversations with this person,
leave this person out of the equation for just a little bit, because we're really talking about two different things. You're talking about your desire for a relationship, and now you're wanting to switch gears and talk about how you can be of value to someone else. And we think you have been about all of the value that you can be for this person. In other words, we think that there are cross purposes going on here. Can you sort of feel that?
Yes.
So be a friend and look elsewhere for your lover.
Oh, absolutely.
And as you get those two things cleaned up in your vibration, then you can really be the friend. Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.